Yeah, yeah.
You're right.
Ba, 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 ba. Fucking son of a boy, dad. You know what time it is. You know I'm fucking guapped, bro. You know I'm fucking paid, made in the shade. $6 on me at all times. Son of a boy, dad. Here's the situation. Little Sasquatch has the flu, and it's bad. In fact, we're using the like button on this episode as please don't die, Harry. So one like equals one. Please don't die, Harry. Please don't pass away on us, Harry. We need you. Who else will be the face of Generation Z in the office for Dave to make fun of, castigate, and turn into a whipping boy? There's only so much whipping that the rest of us can take, so please don't die, Harry. Smash that like button. Simultaneously, Francis is incommunicado, MIA. And I'm not talking about fucking South Beach. This dude is MIA. He should be strolling in at any second, but I mean, I'm the man with the $6. I'm the man with the plan, so the ransom was paid. Okay, advance every day. I can handle the pain. I'm the man with the plan, so the ransom was paid. Fucking sound off in the chat. One like is one. Please don't die, Harry, and one like is also shame on you for being late, Francis. So you can simultaneously save a life and shame another individual. We're also taking donations, super chats. Where does that fucking money go to? I don't know. I always wonder the same thing when fucking Jersey Jerry's getting the fucking $100, $50, $60, all the money that he's getting. Where is that cash going to? An unknown YouTube account? Who is even the aggregator of that? The same people in charge of YouTube at Barstool who couldn't even keep fucking surviving Barstool on the internet? Do they deserve the money? Are those the people that deserve the money? Regardless, dump some money into there. Take care of those folks the way that, they can't take care of themselves. Brain dead idiots. I'm taking care of myself though. Body's right. Body's fucking locked in. I got the kombucha health aid, getting my gut right. And I really don't know what kombucha does, but I like to think that it's making my fucking poop nice. I like to think that it's giving me the fucking beautiful double ribbon fucking wrapping paper poop that, when you slide the fucking scissors down the wrapping paper and it fucking ribbons when you slide the shit down and it goes into a curly Q, makes it into a curly fry. So I'm on the kombucha getting the curly fry shits on.
Now, do we have an update on where Francis is? Because Sass is at least sick. Francis, he was in the office today.
So 1 minute ago he said parking bike. He's parking his bike. I can't even believe that guy's taking a bike. Because yesterday he sent me a horror message about a fucking comedian dying for taking a bike in. So my ass, trying to keep my ass alive, knowing that I have a show to come to, knowing that I have fucking loyal listeners, I said I'm going to show the fuck up alive today and I'm not taking a bike. But Francis, I think he's just trying to get me off the roads because he knows I was turning into the fucking Dave Mira of this office. Best biker in town, best biker around. So he was trying to clear the roads and not have me around. I'm starting to wonder if that comedian even did die. $4.99, ooh la la. Did we just give that to ourselves? Fuck, we just gave that to ourselves. Oh, from Sass. Oh, it's coming from Sass. Legend. Legend. So where's that money coming from? Like where's that account even linked to? Is that linked to his personal account? Yeah, it's a guilt account. Sassy chatty, man. So smash that fucking like to save Francis's life. Or Sass's life. Smash it to save Francis. Frying his ass up when he comes in here. But they call me Adam F. And the F isn't for Rone. The F is for filibuster, bro. AF, like Arturo Fuente. Which brings me to my next gift. It was the Francis Ellis. It was the shame on you. It was the Secret Santa. I don't know if anyone watched the video, but the fucking video was great. pure vibes. Francis, welcome.
Just incredible kind of positive energy from that video.
See, he doesn't miss a beat. That's why we can't even shame him that hard. And we didn't even, I don't know how many likes we got. It was a like to save Sass's life and one like to shame you. But
Sass is, he's decomposing at the moment, so he's not well.
yeah.
But we're here. Good to see you, brother.
Likewise, dude. Yeah, so we'll start on this before we talk about Sass's fucking still alive but barely alive body.
Yeah.
We had the Secret Santa, and then I didn't get my gift from Large. But
No?
Large, well, it just came in today.
What have you got here? Are we opening it?
I mean, so I unwrapped it already.
Oh, this is cigars, dude.
It's a beautiful ashtray.
Come on.
Isn't that fucking nice? And is the AF for Arturo Fuente, or is it for Adam Rone? I guess we'll never know.
Oh my God.
So when we open up the new Son of a Boy Dad studio, which is coming post haste, we're gonna have to have this as a nice centerpiece.
That's so nice.
TGA is trying to influence me to spark up a cigar right now. I said I couldn't possibly.
One time I had Large come to my birthday party, and he brought a bottle of champagne with a saber that was engraved with my name in it, the saber, and he taught us how to saber a bottle of champagne. Boy, he and Annie, they really love to just go all out for their friends. They really do.
That's a
They're
great way
so
to describe
generous.
it.
Yeah.
They're such good party guests. They're such interesting people, so generous, so appreciative, so real. I really don't have enough good shit to say about them.
Incredible.
We can have a positive-ass episode. He also blessed me with this Zippo.
Come on. Because he knows me. Whoa.
Yeah.
He's a boobs guy.
Yeah, it's fucking 2 huge cans. I don't know if you probably can see them from outer space. Audio's in Spanish. Lo siento, porque Son of a Boy Dad es un equipo en español now. So this is made in the USA.
What is that? What did you say?
Huh?
What was all that Spanish?
I'm sorry, but Son of a Boy Dad is a Spanish game now.
Do you have that much Spanish? Are you that adept?
I really the only Spanish I know is stuff that I picked up on the rides on the monorail at Disney World.
Come on.
Por favor, manténganse alejados de las puertas.
It
Please
sounds-
stand clear of the doors.
Yo, you look at us.
Yeah.
I am a different color.
Yeah,
from
we thought
you.
that you were going to be a pale color, so we washed it out in a different way. But you came in naranja, which of course is Spanish for
Amarillo.
yeah, my boy came in orange today.
I city biked so hard to be here. I was having Dave doesn't watch this show, right?
Of course not. Only when Sass isn't here, which means that today
He's watching.
he might be watching. But yeah, go ahead.
I went to a lunch with some very old friends, my college roommates.
Really?
We never get together. We haven't seen each other in years. One of my college roommates, 2 of them are very dear friends. One of them I'm the godfather of his daughter. So I'm very close with one of them. But the rest, I really never see. I mean, all of us never get together. I think COVID did that.
Yeah.
Like we had our 10-year reunion and we didn't go, nobody went because it was COVID. And
is that welcome? Did you weed out some of the riffraff in that scenario,
No, I mean,
or was it like
all my college roommates are great people. They're super successful. They're wonderful. I enjoy seeing them. But people have kind of been scattered to the winds, you know? And there was a lunch that was organized for today at 1 o'clock for all of our college roommates, and every single guy showed up.
That's fucking awesome.
And it was at a point where it was like, well, I can't not go.
Yeah, you're not.
I can't be the only guy who doesn't
with
go.
a job that he can't get out of.
Yeah, because they're all doing so much better than I am. So for me to be like, sorry guys, I can't make it. I got a podcast.
Yeah, that would have been weak. And it just shows that, these guys being able to go shows how successful they are. They're so in control of their day and their schedule that they're like, Mary, clear the schedule. I have a fucking, And
Exactly.
so you had just showed that you were of that same level of success.
I think one guy flew here.
No.
Private.
No.
I'm not even fucking kidding right now.
Are you even thorough if you're not stopping at
There's,
Teterboro?
There is private. Whoa.
Come on, brother.
I like that. There's private air travel that's happening in this crew.
Wow.
And so I rode a city bike up there.
Yeah, that's
and
a
we
stark
went,
contrast.
We went to Smith and Walensky.
Okay.
You been there?
No, I haven't. I was what is it? Upper West, Upper East.
Upper East, kind of.
Yeah, I was thinking about going yesterday.
49th and 3rd.
Yeah, I was thinking about going yesterday. Honestly, I was looking for a steak lunch yesterday.
I'm not
lying because I was seeing the tree going to. It's right by the tree. It's right
not
by
far,
the.
yeah. I rode by the
Cartier.
tree, and I was so enraptured by the tree that I started to worry I wasn't paying enough attention to the route that I was on, which harkens to the text exchange that we had
Yesterday.
Yes.
I know. That's why I was like, Francis is city biking here. I thought you were just trying to get me off the roads because I was getting too good at the city bike.
I want to get you off the roads because when I ride with you, it's like following a fucking Tasmanian devil.
Yeah. Or just the devil. Like I'm the devil on the wrong shoulder being like, come down this road.
You don't need to wait for that light. It's suggestive.
Yeah. Curse at this guy who looks like he has a gun or at least could beat your ass. Start a fight with an absolute stranger. Fucking that pothole, speed up for it.
Yeah. But we had this in the New York comedy community. There was a comedian who tragically passed away recently, and neither you nor I knew him.
No, but it seemed like everybody I knew knew him.
Yeah, exactly. And he died, and I didn't know how he had died, and I found out yesterday because I did Ian Fidance's pod with Jordan Jensen.
Oh, being Ian with Jordan.
That's right.
Great show.
Which was a riot, by the way.
They're so funny.
They are so out there. And they're good. They were good friends with him. And it turned out that he had been riding a city bike, an electric city bike, which is what you and I ride
every day
when we go home together. Not just because we live together. We live in the same building.
Wait, it's getting gayer and gayer.
Well,
we don't live together. We're just fucking.
We're just inside each other
yeah.
habitually. No,
you understand.
We were at home together on these e-bikes all the time, and it turned out that this young man, this great comedian, had been riding a city bike to work at 8:30 in the morning, and he hit a pothole. No car involved. Flipped over the handlebars and hit his head and died.
Man, that's so sad.
And I texted Rone about this. I was like, hey, man, this is the story. I think we need to be really careful because this is not irresponsible bike riding. We do this all the time. We ride like idiots. And we both agreed to kind of button it up. And then sure enough, today I completely divorced myself from that pledge.
I don't even see a helmet, brother.
No helmet.
Really?
I mean, I got my hair cut today, so I'm not going to wear a fucking
it
helmet.
Does look very good.
Thank
Voluminous. Layered, textured.
How are you? What's going on with you?
I'm fantastic. Rest in peace to that guy, though. That fucking sucks. What's his name? Our buddy that died.
I'm embarrassed to say that it's escaping me right now. It's either Corey or...
Well, rest in peace to an absolute legend that died. That shit sucks. And I intend...
Casey? Was it Casey?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know, but I mean, it just sucks. It's just sad.
If you know in
the
comments, let us know. I'm sorry.
It's just super sad. That shit is. But people are saying, imagine dying on a city bike, dude. 20 people. I looked it up. 20 people die a year on city bikes.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
What? Wait, for real?
Yes.
How many?
Or wait, no, 20 people die on bikes in New York, not necessarily only on city bikes.
Okay.
But that's still a fucking lot.
Okay, yeah,
and like
that is
3 pedestrians get killed by city bikes. Like the electric city bikes are fucking weapons.
They are.
And I also saw in that same article, they were like, women are, dissuaded from riding city bikes because men ride so aggressively.
Wait, why would that?
That was in the same New York Post article.
So what? I don't understand.
It was buried in the article.
Women are riding less because men ride aggressively?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a pretty level playing field. I don't feel like we all have the same weapon.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it tops out at the same speed.
It certainly does.
It's not
Your
like-
thighs are not usurping my thighs. I
In
don't.
some cases, they might be with my thighs. That I have thin thighs. You think I'm packing?
Yeah, but you're a
fucking-
good rider. You're selling yourself short.
But
You're
the
selling
average
yourself
woman
short.
has. Well, I don't know what the average woman has, but at the same time, my thighs are skinnier than lots of folks. So I feel like they could be industrialized to hit the fucking 18 miles an hour.
It's not the thigh. It's the guy. It's not the thigh. It's the guy.
It's these high testosterone cyclist warriors that are ripping through the city.
I'm ready to really peel back some layers and get gritty with you right now. Let me tell you, I'm working on the Francis Ellis's top 10 nice list for the
Ooh.
year.
Ooh.
And I mean nice in the way that the black culture uses the term.
Oh, this boy's nice.
Yes, exactly.
Not like the way Santa Claus uses the word.
No,
The way Santa Claus uses it, Santa Claus couldn't be whiter.
it is a play on the Santa's nice versus naughty list, but it is a absolute cultural appropriation of the black sense of nice list.
My compliment battle rap series was called The Nicest,
Really?
which was the same double entendre.
Do you know how good you were in that?
I'll take a compliment.
Are you ever aware like how much it troubles me how humble Rone is about his battle rap achievements.
Yeah, but what am I going to get from being braggadocious? Honestly, the only thing that would make me like, oh, that was really good is if a lot of people watched it, which is very material and shallow. So any points I get for being good at something, I completely subtract from myself from being so metric-centric.
I think there's almost something cooler about the fact that it's a little esoteric.
That nobody likes it. He's
It's-
so good
that
that
is
nobody
not-
watches it.
That's not nobody. It's
He's
not
so nice.
nobody. It's that people of taste watch it.
Oh, you're going to say
people of-
color.
People of taste know. People of taste know. When someone tells me that they know you from battle rap, I value that person more.
When someone tips back their flat brim hat, fucking lets you know.
It's like when people tell me that they like me for my writing as opposed to other things that I've done. I immediately think higher of that person.
that they're a little bit in the know.
They're people of, these are people of taste.
And so what of your accomplishments, if someone said, I know you from this, would you be like,
Look at
well, you
you.
don't even fucking know me?
This is a segment about you, and
But I'll
already
fu-
you're
no, I'm
doing,
gonna-
you're
I'll have
doing
my
the
answer.
wrong thing of flipping it back to me.
I'll have my answer. I'll answer it where it's like, oh, you know me from fucking this? Like, all right, who gives a fuck?
I think that people who don't, people who don't know me necessarily for like the Game of Thrones songs or the traffic stopping video or alternate side parking, but know me from my written work, my blogs. I think my blogs are things that they don't attract a huge audience, but the people who do read them are typically people that I would be more inclined to like have a longer conversation with.
Because it's like, you get me when I'm at my most expressive.
Oh, I'm writing in a way that, it isn't for everyone. It's not
It's not for the illiterates.
I'm not even going to play like a superiority card here. I just think like I'm not for everyone. Not everyone gets it.
That's
There's
a nice thing to know, though.
There's layers to it. It's long.
When you
It
try
can
to
be-
make
it
everything
can be
for every-
boring. It can be boring.
Yeah.
Like I'll throw myself under the bus. So those who do read it and like it, I think we think similarly.
Like, if someone's just like, yo, Barstool, to me, they're just like, oh, you're the guy from Barstool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be less inclined to give them a moment of my time, as opposed to if they're like, yo, I like you from battle rap, or yo, I like you from this specific series or something that you did.
My guess is that you put the most effort and time into prepping for your battle raps.
Oh, for sure.
I put the most effort and time into writing my blogs.
For the blogs.
And so someone who appreciates the thing that you spend the most time on is a patient person, is a discerning person.
Or just they're more rare. This is a Tommy Smokesism. The more rare the compliment, the better the compliment.
That may be so.
One time a guy at a Rough and Rowdy came up to me and he was like, "Aren't you the guy from 21st and Prime, the podcast with Deion Sanders?" I talked to him for 90 minutes, dude. I talked to him for an hour and a half. I was like, holy fuck,
That's
dude.
a guy who's going to, like, negotiate your next lease with you.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm a real estate broker. Like, let me know. And you're like, yeah, I will let you know. And then he does, and he does a good job.
Yeah. This was also a guy who could probably, like, shoot 6 bottles in a row with a 6-shooter that were perched up on a log in the back of a holler. Not even a quarry or the woods. It was specifically a holler. This is a dude who's fucking spending time at a holler. This guy's got a fucking rope swing and he could do tricks off of it. It was that type of audience. Anyway, the nicest list.
I like that. No. Don't you dare think that I'm done hearing your point. Because everything you say is valuable. You're very economical with what you have to say. But I did want to add something.
Please.
This is a new segment introducing to Son of a Boy Dad called "Was This a Crime?" Okay, I am very curious whether or not I committed a crime.
Damn. If you're curious, I feel like most of the time it is a crime.
I want your opinion. I don't trust Sass's opinion, so I'm glad he's not here for this.
This is a positive episode.
Yeah.
Sass not being here, the positivity is through the fucking roof.
Best
dude.
numbers we've ever had.
Sass is probably in his fucking apartment, literally coughing out yellow clouds of dust.
He is a disgusting human being, a disgrace to himself, a disgrace to his family name.
He's damaging the ozone layer with whatever's coming out of his body right now.
If he were to ever ask a tattooist for his family crest betwixt his shoulder blades, they would say no on the grounds that he does not honor his family.
Also, his shoulders touch in the front is kind of the vibe.
Jackie, are you keen to join?
Jackie,
What's
come
going
on?
On? What are you
Jackie,
doing?
Come on in.
Poking your head.
Come
into
hop on the
Son of a
hop on
Boy
the
Dad.
microphone. Hop on the microphone.
Why don't you hop on for 1 second?
Doing a live podcast. Can't.
Oh, it's live?
Just sit right here. You need to.
You're good.
Wait, is this live?
We've got Jackie, winner of the Barstool Spelling Bee, who.
We made this as hard as possible on Andrew.
Yeah, that's okay, Andrew.
Sorry.
If you guys are looking at the chat, you'd see I'm talking to them. There was a tiny sound in the background everyone was bitching about. So I turned off all the mics going out to the stream.
10 times Jackie.
Other than your 2 mics.
Yeah, female Jackie.
And then Jackie's ass came in here, and now we're gonna fuck it all back up again.
That's
Okay, well,
so
listen.
nice that he respects me so much.
Jackie was a mistake.
Yo, wait, I don't need to be here.
Flashback to your dad. So let's move on from Jackie.
needs to be here.
No. Jackie doesn't.
Just ask what you're about to ask.
Wow, how do you guys have the comments up? Like, aren't you scared
It's
that
not
mean
good.
things?
We don't read
Yeah.
them. We try not to read them.
But do you guys get mean comments?
No, it's all there. It's a stream of consciousness. It's a CVS receipt. We try
Jackie,
not to.
top tier wife material. I'm scared
Jackie,
it's gonna be bad.
Jackie won the spelling bee, which was hosted by Rone, in spite of the fact that she was very much searching mid-spell for corrective looks and thoughts.
Wait, you could have done that too.
I had too much integrity.
Is her mic up? No. Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, you're good.
Well, like Rone was making, it was a little easy to tell, but it's like it's emotional intelligence.
We all
So maybe it's
wanted
not
you to.
spelling
We
intelligence.
all wanted you to win.
Did you
We
really?
all wanted. Yeah, of course.
Underdog.
Again, as I said earlier, like you needed the money the most.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you're looking
true.
tan, but a little money might make that tan look even more natural.
You saying that I should just spend it to get a
I'm
vacation?
saying you should go to a better tanning place. And I'm being a fucking asshole, and you should give it to me
Okay,
for that.
that's fair. You know what? Fair. I used like one from CVS downstairs.
Come on, Jackie. You have $5,000 to play with. That's cash.
Nope, $250 with
They
taxes.
fucking gutted it?
I mean, with taxes.
Did they
It's bullshit.
actually?
Turns out people don't talk about that enough.
It was
Taxes?
a direct
Crazy.
deposit into your bank account?
Yeah.
Ugh. When
But-
I won
but
the spelling bee, they handed me cash.
Well, I was worried it was gonna have to be like from Dave, and then Dave would be like, "Who the fuck is this random producer who now I have to
He
give
knows who
5,000?"
you are.
Well, yeah, but like he doesn't like. I don't know, but so I guess I would prefer it from Barstool. Anyways, you could have done the same thing. Again, it's emotional intelligence, which is a form of intelligence.
I have honor. This wasn't a game. This was a spelling bee.
Do you think that next year you're gonna try and like have a poker face more?
No, I think the chances of you winning next year are well, yeah, I don't know. It would be an impressive repeat, but it was hard for Francis to repeat. It's hard for anybody to repeat, so I feel like it's going to be harder. But I was more cognizant because I could tell in the moment that you were changing your answers based on my facial expression,
Bingo.
which is a little bit, but it's emotional intelligence, like you're saying.
What was bingo?
I said bingo. I said bingo to what he said. Stop reading the comments.
Yeah.
We are responding to each other. This is a personality-driven podcast.
Okay. Do you guys do these lives a lot?
Once a week, yeah, on Wednesdays.
You guys have promoted
But
this
we
a lot.
typically don't. We're not able to see the comments.
Okay, interesting.
I was enjoying you roasting Jackie's tan, but we have been very positive for
Jackie,
the rest of this.
Jackie gives me this. She gives me this.
We don't need it. I'm gonna leave before you keep.
But so the last thing that as you leave, that I was going to say that the video that you did about the gift exchange, I thought was a very good and positive
Very good.
video.
Very much in contrast to the tans you get, which are the closest thing to blackface that whites can do. It is truly chemical.
That mic should be on.
You are lowering your life
I look
expectancy.
extremely orange on this.
Orange, you glad you
But
fucking jumped on this
I
podcast.
would rather look orange than pale. I stand by that. You trust me. You would think I'm a lot less hot without.
How about not pale but red like me? I look red.
this. You do.
Look at me on the camera. I look
I
like
have
I'm
some red going
embarrassed.
on, too.
I look like I took the stairs.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Like
say
I'm
you need to
holding my
fucking
breath
Bondi
right now.
You're not that.
I look like I take offense at the fact that the Washington Redskins were once called the Washington Redskins.
yeah, you do look
Advocating on behalf of them becoming the Commanders. That's me. I'm that guy. I'm the one white
Do you
among a sea of Sioux.
feel like you make people uncomfortable by the way that you stare and talk to somebody?
I think it's
you don't blink.
I think it's a major advantage that I have.
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable every single time.
Benjamin Franklin slept like 4.5 hours a night. As a
You know that I
result,
thought I
he
was
spent the
Benjamin
rest of the
Franklin in a
time
past life?
thinking. I don't blink. I can therefore see more.
Wow, that was a great parallel.
Like, like the
And it's
fish
the
restaurant
The cadence
in
in
New
which
York.
you talk to, like, oh my god.
You're trying to not end a sentence with a preposition, the cadence in which you talk to, and yet you still did. Neswap. Never end a sentence with a preposition.
You can't end a sentence with a preposition. But did you just say that you thought that you were Benjamin Franklin in a past life?
Do you think that?
Mhm.
He was a
I
womanizer.
like, truly, full-heartedly believe it.
Big
every
time
single time I've
womanizer.
learned about Benjamin Franklin, I just know in my heart of hearts, that was me.
Really?
Like I see a picture of Benjamin Franklin, I'm like, that was a photo of me.
Two things about him. One, he air dried every time that he bathed. He would walk in circles in his backyard
I
on
like that.
3rd and Market in Philadelphia. And also syphilis.
That's the part that I don't really relate to. I forgot about the syphilis part.
Almost all I know about him.
Good.
It's some fun facts.
The kite
All right.
was someone else's.
I'm
All right,
gonna
thanks,
get outta
Jackie.
here.
Appreciate you,
Be
Jackie.
well, Jackie. Thanks for interrupting. What the fuck?
For inviting me on, sorry.
What a derailment that was. We were doing
Son of a boy
so well.
Featuring Jackie. It's been a while since we had a female guest on here.
People
though,
are
so that's
wondering
great.
if I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm fine.
He's fine.
I'm teetering.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
had-
what did you guys eat at this lunch? And how was the bill split? And yeah, I assume you guys got steaks. Was it long cut steaks that were like kind of chopped into small
Yeah,
shareable pieces?
Bingo. We had a couple porterhouses for 2. There were 7 of us. We had 2 porterhouses for 2 that were divvied up, and then some kind of like New York strip or something.
I actually want to know everything you ordered, because that's the kind of guy I am. That's
I
the kind of
had-
vicarious life I lead.
Yeah, I had a rye Manhattan up when I arrived, and we sort of gathered at the bar.
Now, what does up mean?
No ice.
Ah.
But the glasses are chilled, and when you go to Smith & Walensky, it is served in, as they put it, a bird bath. There's so much volume of liquor. I don't know how, to them, it could be a drink. It's so much.
I had not even expected that you had any alcohol in you, and now I'm seeing it.
I
Now-
do apologize.
I
not,
like it. What the fuck?
Fortunately, I can handle myself,
100%.
and I'm not gonna be.
I truly don't care if
It's
you're
just
drunk.
different. It's just different.
Yeah, I don't care at all if you're drunk. Okay.
It's not gonna be a mess. But
So you had multiple steaks.
well, I had a rye Manhattan when I arrived,
Up.
and then we finally got seated. We had 7 people. We had a reservation for 6. They were put off that we had an extra. It's a place where they have the power. So they were like, "We'll see if we can make this work." Do you know what I mean?
They tried to spook you.
They
Probably were going to make it work, but they weren't going to be so giving. They were going to scold you a little
Yeah,
bit.
my buddy goes, "Well, could we accommodate 7 in the grill, which I guess is some adjacent room?" And the guy goes, "People make reservations for 7 in the grill in October for this time."
Damn.
Yeah,
He flexed on you.
it's lunch.
He flexed on a group of flexers too.
It's like, well, we got a reservation for 6 3 weeks ago. Now, I don't believe that, but okay. So fortunately, they were able to accommodate us, but it took a while, which is what led to me being late.
Did you tell him that you shop at Barber?
Barber?
Did you tell him I went to Harvard?
My jackets have wax on them. They are waterproof, even though they don't look so. We finally got seated, but the problem was because we were so delayed, I ordered another rye Manhattan up.
Sitting at the bar or milling about? Or is it
No,
like
this time it was at the table, and then I ordered the wine.
Come on. What
And
kind of
I
wine are we
had-
talking about? What vintage?
We did a Chateau Montelena. It was
Of course.
a California cab. It was from the captain's list. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but this was some selection from like a Psalm or maybe whatever. I said to our group,
At first I thought you meant Psalm, like the fucking book of the Bible.
"Is that a
Like P-S-A-L.
is that right?"
Like
Oh,
Psalms,
yes,
not like
yes.
a S-O-M, like a sommelier, but a psalm. A psalm.
Psalms.
Yeah, in the book of
Psalms.
Psalms, they say to have the dry Cabernet from the Napa Valley. They often recommend that. So you had the fucking 2 Manhattans up,
We had
and
the
then you hopped
I had the
into
2, and then I was in the wine. And
you had
I-
like a 60s style lunch.
look, I had 2 Manhattans and a glass of wine, and I don't drink that much right now. So I think between that and the fact that I then hopped on a city bike to get back here and raced. I mean, dude, the way I was biking, you would have been concerned.
Yeah.
I was
You were
at one point
courting
I think
death?
I was on a bus. I actually rode the bike onto a commuter bus, and they were like, "Spider-Man?" You know,
Like a chase scene from the Mighty Ducks or some shit like that.
they put the mask back on me.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Let him be.
You're holding the
He's
buck.
done his part."
Yeah.
And
They carried you to the office as a crowd.
yeah, they brought me back to Barstool, parked the bike, got in here at 3:04 p.m. You were already ripping
Filibustering.
the live episode of Son of a Boy Dad because Lil Sasquatch is suffering.
Wait, so I'm seeing it more and more every moment. Do you have this? Is this kind of like a
Holy shit! What's
Is
going
there
on?
like an
here?
ash situation on the shirt, or what is going on the
Must
shirt?
be. This is the pubic discharge of the microphone.
Oh yeah, this is a puby mic.
Yeah.
This is a kind of light afro puby mic.
So I'm here. But the segment, the new segment.
Is this a
What
crime?
is
And then
this
we're gonna
a
get to the
crime?
nicest, and then we're gonna make fun of Sass. So stick around if you want to see us make fun of Sass. But is this a crime?
Is this a crime? I went to Whole Foods yesterday.
More like whole paycheck, as my boy Frank the Tank would say.
I went to Whole Foods. I was on my way home. My wife had said, I want Perfect Bars. Do you know Perfect Bars?
I don't know them.
They're these peanut butter kind of flavored like protein bars. They're meal replacement bars. They're so delicious.
They sound perfect.
They're so good. They're ridiculous how good they are. I don't think they're super healthy. But they're really tasty. And we'll have, like, if I'm on a rush in the morning, I'll have a Perfect Bar and a banana for breakfast, and that'll do for a good amount. So they have in the deep, you have to refrigerate them. You can buy them individually, or if you dig deep in the refrigerated locker, they have the sort of wholesale boxes. I grabbed one of these wholesale boxes. It has 8 Perfect Bars in it, and then I got into the self-checkout line, and when I went into the self-checkout line, I scanned the barcode that was taped to the 8-bar box.
Oh no.
And it was for 1 bar.
Oh no.
So it was like $1.39, and I put that in my bag, and I didn't do anything.
So your question is theft a crime?
Well, that is the question. Is this theft?
And no.
And because I scanned the 1 barcode I had on a self-checkout thing, even though when it registered, I knew there's no way that the 8 bars in this box qualify or amass to $1.39.
So when you put it down on the checkout little area, the weighted area, did it show up as being
Not
legit?
at all. That thing is stupid. That thing is our word,
Yeah,
and I
it
mean
is.
our word.
Yes, not our word,
No,
but
not
our
O-U-R,
word.
but retarded.
Which is really their word, honestly,
Yeah.
the our word.
Sure, as I've said with Sass and many times,
Yeah.
that is their word. If they took it back, maybe we would start.
Respecting it.
Sure.
But I think that it's not a crime, and here's why I'll tell you that. Because I was in a similar situation with some of my boys recently where we all ran into a Nike store and took an entire rack of performance tech jackets
Come on.
and sprinted out the front door, and no one stopped us.
What was this, during a Black Lives Matter protest?
That's
How
what
did
I
you
was
find the
getting at.
cover?
That's what I was getting at.
How did you find the cover to get away with that?
That's what I was. We put a piece of tape over our license plate, so even as the store employees were filming us on the way out of there. So if that's okay, I just think that low-level theft is kind of being wiped away in these United States. I really think that people don't give a fuck, except for at Dumbo Market. I saw all of the employees kind of surround a guy with a dog who was trying to steal some stuff.
The dog was?
No, the dog was an accomplice, but I think that they were like, because as I was checking out, they were like, man, you really stalked that dog. And the one kid was like, I would have kicked the dog. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Damn.
And so, but they basically had to take all the stuff away from the guy. But I saw him as he was trying to walk out. And I was like, it's probably because that's a one-off market. But if you work for a CVS, a Walmart, a Nike outlet, the whole paychecks, you're good to fucking walk out with whatever you can hold in your hands. It's like the fucking supermarket sweep, dude. You just put as much as you can fit in your shirt like this, and you're pretty much good to go. No one gives a fuck about items anymore. They know that corporations are rolling in it. Right. Dude, corporations are making enough money to buy fucking jets that they can stuff with little kids and fucking turn into these pedophilic cabals. They're having a fucking blast. If you own a corporation, it doesn't matter to you.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And with the advent of this revelation of the Epstein flight manifesto, I have to say there's a small part of me that hopes somehow my name turns up on that list. I don't know why. I don't think there's any way. I never knew him. I don't know the man, but I look
It
at
would be
him
an honor,
like as a father.
but it would be an honor
He's a father I never had.
for sure.
I would like to go to the Caribbean, the Bahamas, wherever the fuck that island was, with old Jeff.
And Chris Tucker and fucking Kevin Spacey and all the fucking heavy hitters that were out there.
All my heroes.
And it
All
wasn't
my
and it
heroes.
was heroes across all different disciplines.
That's right.
Financial guys, political guys, actors, musicians, everybody was getting in on it.
He was an equal opportunity enabler.
Right. The kid, yeah.
The
he was-
most progressive supplier of underage people that you could ask for.
Yeah, he didn't care if you were black or white. As long as you were a pedophile, he was good with you. He really didn't. He wasn't like, oh, man, woman, that's fine. He had the glass ceiling was shattered by him. As long as you're a pedophile, you can break bread with him. And I think he has to be a little bit applauded for that.
Oh my
You
god!
have to slightly tip your cap. To
He was the Jackie Robinson of pedophilia.
Yeah.
He broke the age barrier.
100%.
He thought outside the box.
Well, dude, I think that a lot of I think that pedophilia is old. Like it's just
Yeah,
now
without a
it's just
doubt.
now becoming not cool.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just like it's more of a recent thing. So he's kind of like it's
Right.
like a hipster kind of vibe. He's like throwing it back to the age of when pedophilia was awesome and untouchable. But
That's not wrong. That's not wrong.
But in summation, I think that you were okay for exposing a loophole in what Whole Paychecks was doing, and I think if anyone's listening to that, I think they should be taking advantage of it right now, digging in the back of the freezer section, and if any of the executives of Whole Paycheck are listening, they should be thanking you for exposing this loophole. You're like the guy who brought a gun through security to prove that he could do it. To be like, hey,
right.
if I can do it, you're turning yourself in essentially, being
Right.
like, this is a problem that you guys have. This is my fault.
I appreciate that. That's a very
What, did you have a guilty conscience?
well, a little bit. You know, I'm not a big theft guy, and here's what I kind of settled on. In that moment, I settled on this, which is that if the one attendant who is refereeing the 20 people that are in the self-checkout line were to somehow catch that I had scanned a $12 or $15 item for $1.39 and call me on it and say, hey, you knew better. You knew that was more expensive. I wouldn't have to play dumb. I would have to play medium.
You mean like a telepathic medium or like,
the
the middle bear?
No, just medium stupid.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to play smart, obviously, but I don't have to play dumb.
I scanned it.
I get to say, well, I scanned it, I did my part, and I just didn't even look. That's not playing dumb. Playing dumb is like, oh, I thought all these things were free or something. You know what I mean? Like that. Playing medium stupid is something I can live with.
It's a joy, honestly.
As someone who people condemn to being smart, I don't get away with playing dumb very often.
You wear it like an armband.
I don't get to play dumb, but I can go one tier down. I can go to playing medium, I think, and get away with it.
How would you have acted if someone was like, hey, man, you're stealing those? What would your exact words be?
I would have said, well, I scanned it. What do you mean? I scanned the price tag that was on the box. What do you mean I'm stealing those?
So did you in the moment clock it and give a furtive left to right glance?
I gave no furtive glance. There was
Mm.
no furtive. I did not look to my neighbor and say, "Hey pal, did you see that? You're paying full price for the broccoli rabe." Whereas if you found one that was listed improperly, dude, I hate to say this, I have to go to the bathroom so badly.
You brother, go piss.
Can you hold it down the fort for 1
I
second?
think can I
I'll be
hold
back
down
in
the
10
fork?
seconds.
Of course I can hold down the fork. I can hold down the fork. I can hold down the knife. I got this shit on fucking lock, brother. Dude, it's good to have Francis in here because he's shit-faced, dude. I couldn't tell at first, but now every word he says, that boy is throwing around slurs, and I don't mean the racial kind. That boy is fucking rich with slurs. I couldn't fucking believe how he was fucking ripping that thing. It's fucking sweet to hear. It's sweet to hear somebody drunk like that. Makes me wish that I was living in a time where you could get a fucking fat lunch. You could go out and get a fucking Sazerac or some shit like that. Have a full ass pork chop or something like that. A pounded fucking pork chop, fucking beef Wellington for lunch, and just be shit faced. And your secretary's there making sexual advances or some shit like that. Doing nasty things with a cigar or something like that. Those are the fucking old days. People don't even have secretaries anymore. Now secretaries are a fucking desktop, and it's somebody who's like, it's not even, but now it's like somebody who's in Taiwan who's like, yeah, like I'm just a temp agency hires me to sit in front of my screen for 8 hours a day, so you don't have to have someone sitting in front of their screen. It's fucking preposterous. We've lost the secretaries, and the Secretary Day used to be the same day as Earth Day, which is the same day as the Philly Fanatics' birthday, which is the same day as my birthday, which is something I used to celebrate all together. Now, me, the Philly Fanatic, and fucking Mother Nature are just celebrating on our own, which is some bullshit. Rone needs cornrows ASAP. I fucking feel that, bro. I fucking feel what the chat's saying on that one. I'd look like Tua Tagovailoa with some cornrows. People would fucking love it. Francis is gonna hate the show so much, it says. Like you ever listen. Like you would listen back to this show. That would never fucking happen.
You just gotta move on. You move on and hope that at the end of the year you get renewed. That's all it is.
Who's fucking getting renewed this year, dude? Do you think that we're gonna thin the herd this year?
I don't know.
I want to take advantage of the fact that you're drunk and fucking get some nasty information out of you.
For what it's worth, I'm not drunk. I'm fine. I would say fine is the word that I would choose.
Dude, I don't care if you're drunk.
No, I know you don't. I worry a little bit. You worry a little. You worry a little bit.
No, I'm honestly, because these shows or the one-off videos that we've been doing at Barstool, New York have been doing very well recently. And bear with me for a second. So we've done the New York election, costume contest, the OnlyFans pageant, Tank Cook, Spelling Bee, Secret Santa, Joey's Thanksgiving extravaganza, Clemmer's scavenger hunt's coming up soon, Barstool Beth Athlete, and I think there's maybe even a murder mystery. All those, that's 10 videos, all of them over 100,000 views. Pretty fucking good. Million views aggregated. One of the next videos that I want to do is a drunk storytelling video.
Oh, I like
where
that.
Just a bunch of people from the office get together, sit around in a circle, have drinks, and tell stories. And we're at a rare office where people can just fucking get drunk, dude. Who gives a fuck? Nobody's in charge.
I think that's the big question is, would we rather have someone here who is somewhat cognizant, a little tipsy, perhaps, but present, versus someone who is just
sass.
Absolutely just
who's dead sober and at home.
who's absent. You know what I mean? And I don't know the answer to that.
100% is someone who's in here drunk. I don't give a fuck if people are drunk. I don't even care if people can do their jobs well or not. I truly don't.
I'm here. I'm queer.
Deal with
it.
Deal with it. He's fucking queer.
That's right.
So can we get back to the nicest?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm so happy that you are calling me on that. Can I tell you, Rone, that I have a major fucking bone to pick?
We talking marrow?
This is major smoke that I am ready to unveil to this live audience that is with us today.
Well, spark it up then.
I made a point a couple weeks ago out loud that I thought Jersey Jerry was one of the funniest people at Barstool.
Of course, I agree.
I thought he was. I said that. I said I think Jersey Jerry is one of the funniest people at Barstool.
I remember you said that. You
he-
said Jersey Jerry's one of the funniest people at Barstool.
That's it, word for word.
Verbatim.
I'm glad you're here to be our stenographer,
I was taking copious notes.
our court reporter.
That's right.
I said I think Jersey Jerry is so funny. He makes me laugh, perhaps more than anyone, but not. I'm not going to go so far as to say the most. I recognize that there are a lot of very funny people here. I think Caleb's very funny. I know you're very funny.
Thank you, my brother.
I think you fly under the radar because you're such a
Gay guy.
you're just a, as I've said before, you're a rising tide. You float all boats. You make everyone around you funnier,
And dude, nothing's funnier than a tide.
and you just alley-oop everyone around you. You're an alley-oop master. You give everyone easy buckets.
So what's the bone to pick? Is it with Jerry?
No. I said I think Jersey Jerry is one of the funniest people at Barstool.
Okay.
And this, by the way, again, was a couple weeks ago. So it was prior to his golden moment on Surviving Barstool where he had that snafu with Gaz
Yeah.
about the group text
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I'm
where
Jerry.
he was like, I'm Jerry.
That
Is this
shit was
guy on Pluto?
hilarious.
I think funniest moment of Surviving Barstool. I truly do.
It was hilarious.
I thought it was the funniest moment of Surviving Barstool. I thought Jersey Jerry probably was the funniest character on Surviving Barstool.
You
And
think you should have won? Why not?
no, I
Oh.
think Will should have won.
But I'm saying go in status quo. Let's get.
But
let's give him a headline.
I think it's Will, Jerry, and then
I would have voted for Che because I fucking love chaos.
I like Jay too. I love Jay.
No, he didn't deserve to win, but I would have voted for him.
Interesting.
You know.
Yeah, interesting.
So what's your bone to pick?
My bone to pick is that when I said I think Jersey Jerry is one of the funniest people at Barstool, the people around me in the New York office came down upon me like a horde of locusts.
Really?
They were so chagrined
Really?
by this take.
Really?
They were so mad. They said, Francis, I thought more of you than to think Jerry was funny.
Was this in public or was it in private when this happened?
Oh, well, in public. Plenty of people heard. I don't think there were cameras rolling.
Okay, but it wasn't on camera. That's my question. Was it something that was filmed for content or was it just a conversation that you were having around the office?
No, when I tried to stir this back up, people were very quick to... by the way, I tried to stir this back up yesterday or the day before, and people were very quick to kind of say, like, don't talk about that.
Oh, no, we got to talk about it.
Don't talk about that around here.
Rone, talk birds. We'll talk birds, you fucking pussy, Sass. Well, why don't you sit
That's
your
Sass?
ass at home and fucking have a fucking
Sass is
probiotic, you
watching the
bitch?
show.
Why don't you have a fucking some Theraflu, you fucking weak immune system bitch?
Yes.
Fucking take a cold shower and get some fucking man in you for one time.
That's exactly right, Sass. I talked to Patrick at the stand, and he told me the reason he's not booking you in the main room is because you backed out on that those main room shows that one time, and that it's still going to be another year before you get main room. You're going to continue performing the upstairs room, which we all
My
know
boy's
is
in the fucking attic there.
way subpar.
Sass is playing the Anne Frank role at the fucking stands.
The acoustics are just absolutely abysmal. I wouldn't even take an upstairs show unless I knew I had at least 2 downstairs show to offset that upstairs
They're calling
show.
him Attic Sass.
Yeah.
He's like fucking Jersey Jerry. He's such an attic boy.
Yeah. But I want to get back to this I want to get back to this.
So you were saying Jersey Jerry's funny.
I said Jersey
cracks,
Jerry's funny. I think
everybody
he's
cracks down on you.
super, super funny. I think he's fucking hysterical. And then there were people who said that when Dave attacks him for faking, I guess, or manufacturing some of the videos and revealing that he has manufactured some of the videos that have gone viral for him, that it would be the demise of Jersey Jerry. It would be the end of Jersey Jerry as we know it. It's going to peel back the curtain and reveal for him for the fraud that we know he is. And I was like, well, I don't give a fuck about that. If he's talented enough to create these protracted bits, to have thought ahead enough to say, like, well, if I did this, I don't fucking care if it's real or not.
That's like someone being like, Adam Sandler's not funny because in real life he's not like scabadoo, like wabadadoo. Like,
yeah,
it's like, he doesn't talk like that all the time.
I agree. I think to a degree, every single employee at this company fucking, summons a little bit of the bit. Maybe Dave is the exception. Dave is the one guy who just says no retakes. We are going to present it as it is. I am this, and I don't shtick it up. But come on, man. Like, we're all, even me on this podcast, like,
he's not even drunk right now. He's pretending for the show.
I don't know.
This is shtick.
Yeah, if you were to meet me in real life, I'm a nice guy.
100%.
People like me in person.
So are we going to out the names of the people who you don't have to, but it would do great for the numbers.
I mean it's not even that I don't want to, it's not even that I want to protect
You're
them.
good.
No,
You're
wait,
good.
I haven't made up my mind about this yet. I think the issue is that
It just caused dissent.
is that they don't like the fact that they think that he is elevated to the sort of position that he's in, whatever success he may have, because he is Big Cat's boy. And I'm like, well, what's wrong with that? Big Cat is a kingmaker. I would love to be Big Cat's boy. I would have no problem with being tapped by Big Cat. I fucking love Big
Dude, well,
Cat.
there's nothing funnier than a bunch of people sitting around and being like, that guy's not funny. It's like, dude, worry about your fucking self. Just do something. Why don't you?
Is
why
it
don't you
that simple?
Focus on being funny yourself.
Is it that simple? Is that all it is?
Well, I just don't think that you gain anything from being like, my coworker's not funny. It's like, what? What does that do? What is that? It doesn't make you funnier, and it doesn't make them funnier. It doesn't make the company better, and it doesn't make fucking people look at you and be like, oh, that's someone I trust. You're just talking shit about a bunch of other people. I feel like that's, I feel like that was, I don't know. Jerry's funny. Like, what the fuck?
Jerry's funny, dude.
Yeah.
Jerry's fucking, he's a riot.
Me and Sass, like, stayed after to watch Jerry After Dark for, like, fucking, like, half an hour after, just because it's funny. And, like, he has 50,000 subscribers in, like, fucking 4 weeks. Like, yeah, all 50,000 of those people are fucking dumb. And you're right.
Dude, I think Jerry is, like, okay, gun to my head. Hey, Francis, create manufactured content that is funny and viral. Okay, I don't know that I'm able to come up with the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm hanging myself in the bathroom, shit myself on the subway platform, any of the perfume or cologne reviews that he does. I mean,
the writer's room who told him to shit himself and get hard at a cologne is full of fucking Harvard Lampoon level geniuses.
What are we talking about? Come on, guys. Like, it doesn't matter. However he came up with it, it worked. It fucking worked, and it was hysterical. Can we just take it at face value? Why does it matter how much time he spent working on it? That's what he presented to the world. We loved it. It was hysterical. Hooray. Celebration.
Hooray.
Celebration. That man is funny.
To Jersey Jerry.
I love Jersey Jerry.
So, wait. So, are you going in on the nicest list?
Nicest list.
Because every time I bring it up, you
I
don't
got your
even know what
nicest
it
list.
is.
I got your nicest list right here. The nicest list. I gotta say, I haven't figured out the order yet. I have not figured out the order yet. But I can give you kind of top half of the list, bottom half of the list. And I am excluding a certain number of people who, to me, don't need recognition.
Of course.
And by the way, you're on that list.
Fuck.
Because you are so adept. You're so good at what you do, and you get paid enough that I just don't think you need the credit. And it's you on the exemption list. Dave, Big Cat, Caleb, Rone, Brianna Chicken Fry, Fran, Rhea, Erica.
So mostly chicks.
I think that's the list. It's like a group of people who are just so, they're the pillars of this company. We all know they are the people we get behind and who are the reason we're paid. So let's just let's call it an unsung heroes list. I guess, but it's not quite unsung heroes. It's just like the less obvious list. To me, this list is, I would put Will Compton at the top of the list.
Okay.
I think
time for us to sing a hero.
Bro, the year that these people have had, Will Compton, okay, top of the list. Will Compton has harnessed a viral segregation moment.
30 million views on Twitter.
And made it fun for everyone. In 2023, when and how can you create a segregation moment in this day and age and not have anyone be like, fuck this guy, kill him?
He's bringing back the Woolworth counter with this one, brother.
He did it in a way. Dude, I watched the video of him actually drafting the two teams. By the way, if you're not familiar, there was Mendenhall was like, fuck the Pro Bowl, let's create a black versus white best players in the NFL draft and have them play each other. And then Will Compton ran with it and actually drafted the two. Well, he drafted the white team. I don't know if he drafted the black team. And he, in that video on Instagram, he had the gall to refer, even quickly, to the black offense. He was like, we got to get these boys. We got to stop these boys. To call black people boys in any way and get away with it.
He also said it'd be like a black guy going. It'd be like a black guy going to Harvard. Like, at first you might be like, "What the heck?" and then like you'd be like, "Wow, he's actually the smartest guy here." It's like, in what world would you be like, "What the heck?"
I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot penis. I truly wouldn't, and I admire the fuck. Not to mention, he won Surviving Barstool. He was the runaway winner. Will Compton, to me, what a year. What a fucking star. I love Will Compton.
Next.
All right. I gotta say Kelly Keegs.
Gotta tip the cat to Keegs.
To me,
Madam
Kelly
President.
Keegs, fearless. Absolutely fearless. I have texted her time and again when she has just tackled people that I would consider off limits. You know, she doesn't care who she's fucking going at. She says, I have an issue with that. I'm going to tweet about it. Kelly Keegs, hat tip to you. Fearless, great writer, not afraid. There's nobody who's off limits. She's fair. She's an equal opportunity hater. I admire the fuck out of Kelly Keegs. I think she's very, very good at her job.
She also is like the best type of New York woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a very New York woman where it's like, get out of my, I'm walking here type of energy where it's like, no, I'm not going to fucking back down because you're in my fucking face. Like type of shit.
Right.
Like she just has that consistent energy.
Dresses to the nines, phenomenal style, great attitude.
Got her first credit card this year.
She's at the New York office. She's present. She's a fixture. She's the president. Huge admiration for Kelly Keegs.
Next.
I'm gonna throw Kirk Minahan on the list. Again, this is performance for this year. I think Kirk Minahan
won the dozen.
He
Won MVP of the
reestablished
dozen.
himself, not just as like a local Boston sports kind of radio host. This acerbic, biting, cynical guy who had a very like diehard local radio following. I think he has branched out and won the favor in a very polarizing way, but like of the broader Barstool audience. Amazing golfer, amazing personality on camera, not afraid again to just say like, give me the smoke. Give me the fucking smoke. I want it all. I'll take anybody on. I'll call Dave out. I'll say I have an issue with this. I admire that. I really do. I think Kirk Minahan has had a monster year.
Stamped.
So impressed with what he's done. Obviously, I've been on the losing end of Kirk, and I still respect the fuck out of what he's done.
You and Che's daughter both.
Yeah.
Next on the list.
I got Frankie Borelli.
Wow.
I got Frankie Borelli. Frankie Borelli, I hate to say it. Well, I don't hate to say it. I think he's become the face of foreplay. I really do.
Well, just because his face is fucking massive.
But I think he's like, he is the dynamic personality of that golf channel. They've built a monster. Riggs deserves so much of the credit for being the mastermind, the architect, the visionary behind it all. But none of it happens without Frankie Borelli just sort of stepping out, not being afraid to say, fuck the typical tone of YouTube golf. I'm going to make edgy jokes. I'm going to be personable. I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to rally behind Trent, a mediocre golfer. Let's make this Breaking 90 series a monster hit. It has become so. Frankie also has become a sensational golfer himself. He is
a stick.
An unbelievable golfer. I've spent a lot of time with these guys. I think Frankie is the face of foreplay. I love him. I think he's the guy that I watch for. I love Riggs too. I love Dan Rappaport. I love Trent. I love being with those guys.
Lurch.
But I gotta say, I think Frankie is the one driving that boat.
Next.
Okay? I got Caitlin Walker.
Jesus Christ, Sass is fucking taking L after L.
He's
dude.
on this list.
You got fucking Caitlin Walker
worry.
ahead of Sass?
I got Caitlin Walker, sister of Brandon Walker. I have been on so many goddamn fucking trips this year, and we have had to shuffle flights. We've had to change flights, and she has been on it before we even had to text her. Unbeknownst to me, someone was like, hey, Caitlin, there's bad weather rolling into the Bahamas. Any chance you can flip us to an earlier flight? And without knowing it, I had 7 emails. Hey, your Navon flight has been canceled. You are now switched from Delta Airlines to American Airlines, but you're using making sure that my known traveler number, I've got TSA pre-check on every flight. I've got my rewards miles crediting to my account. My status is growing across multiple airlines. All of that, thanks to Caitlin Walker. She never seems to take a moment off. Huge credit to Caitlin Walker.
Next.
Lil Sasquatch.
7th on the list.
I gotta throw him a bone. I don't think there is a better words to laughs ratio than Lil Sasquatch. KB No Swag is up there. I think there are very few people who have said fewer and been funnier than Lil Sasquatch.
And also, he's on death's door because he lives inside an apartment where there are active dead mice, and he gets no type of fumigation or
You're not wrong.
cross breeze. So it's almost like a Make-A-Wish Foundation when they have the Shriners Hospital little kid being like, please please give us some money? That's literally little Sasquatch on this list, where he is going to die, and we'd be remiss if we didn't give him his flowers while he's still alive.
We owe
Because
him.
we might not get the chance next year. If he doesn't move apartments, his radiator is going to explode, and he is going to suck in whatever fucking distemper or fucking giardia that the fucking rats in New York are carrying. He's going to simply breathe those up like a feral fucking dog. We need to mix some fucking anti-fucking whatever, antidepressants, anti-nausea, anti-anxiety, anti-everything. We need to mix it into his factor meals and trick him like we're giving fucking a pet food.
Create that witch's brew to keep our boy alive. He's 22 this year.
So was Taylor Swift when she made a great album. It sounds like he's behind.
It is beyond belief how young this young prodigy is. And yet he carries himself with the maturity of an octogenarian, pigeon-feeding, stooped, trench coat wearing New Yorker slipping off my lap as I snooze on a park bench man. He is a young man who wants to be old more than anything, and yet he continues to make me laugh, perhaps more than anyone else I know at this company.
And you know what the tragedy is? He probably won't even make it to be old.
Yeah.
He'll probably die before he even gets to be old.
It's
Poor
a sprint.
bastard.
It's a sprint to the grave for little Sasquatch, and yet I do think he is one of the funniest people
around. Okay, hit me with the rest of the list because I got to skedaddle back to Philly. So
I hear
so
you.
rip these last three.
All right, the rest of the list. I got Clemmer on my list. I really do.
Damn, as the one in number 10 or what?
No, I don't know. No, again, no particular order. I haven't quite figured that.
I'm
You
just
got
saying
your
'cause he's
top
skinny
half.
as fuck.
I think Clemmer has had an unbelievable year. I think Clemmer is hysterical. I think he outkicks his coverage. I think he's super funny. And I love everything he says. Everything I'm on him with, the tone of his voice, the pitch of his voice makes me laugh.
Like kind of like a fucking you're tuning a kazoo.
Yeah, I think Clemmer's super funny. I think Gia Mariano is great. Fran's sister. She transitioned from a production role to a blogging role and has consistently found herself towards the top of the weekly blogging list. She knows what hits. She's got a good tone in her writing. She's been incredibly helpful to me with TikTok. I have brought to her many times a TikTok that I hope to have edited, and she can fly through that edit with it's mind-boggling to me. Tommy Smokes, obviously. I think Tommy Smokes is up there. What a year. Guy is absolutely prolific. He just keeps surging and pushing his own ceiling north. Everything he does, you do a lot of work with him. I think this is an obvious choice.
I do a lot of work for him.
Yeah, so I think Tommy Smokes is very deserving of having a gold star for the year. And that might
Let's
be
do a top
my
9. We don't have to do a top 10. Top 9 is perfect.
Was that 9?
I think so.
That's my 9.
Perfect.
And again, I'm excluding.
That's your front 9.
I'm excluding like equity windfall winners. I'm excluding fights. You, Caleb, just
me fights and Caleb. None of us got. You're saying
I'm
in addition to
excluding
the
you
equity
guys.
windfall
In addition,
guys.
yeah, I think
Got
that
it,
you
got it.
guys are just so automatic and so important that hopefully you get the credit you deserve.
Jesus Christ!
In contract
Why did you do that?
renegotiations.
Because we didn't do a single show without a tech issue this year from the studio. So
You didn't just give, bro. You don't have to. I'm gonna give you the money back.
I just got the merch bars.
So what, dude? You don't have to be giving $100 to this. TGA giving a fucking.
More than Sasquatch does.
Oh yeah, of course, everybody does. But that Jesus Christ, tech guy Andrew, that was so nice of you.
Personally, and I did try to make everything work here today. Great, and I think 90%. But
Yeah, well, I'm gonna give you that money back, bro, because you don't have to do that shit.
Because I need the good karma.
Yeah, man, that was so nice of you, bro. You truly didn't have to do that,
And
TGA.
Sas is poor, so it pays ass.
Yeah, but he's not even gonna get that, dude. He said, look, oh man, you're the fucking man for that. That was so nice of you.
Who's that go to?
That's what we were talking about that before. I think it goes to like the YouTube people that couldn't get Surviving Barstool to even stay on YouTube.
I think that's a worthy cause.
Yeah, they need it. TGA, you're the fucking man. What a fucking nice guy. All right, to end the show, quick couple words on the Eagles. They fucking suck an entire fucking dick, dude. They could make a dick disappear in one inhale. Just a fucking gasp. The fucking Eagles suck so bad, and it's fucking shitty, bad, and annoying, and times are tough. I need to find a new hobby.
But hang on a second. That wasn't a despairing loss.
They've lost 3 in a row.
Okay, but they're not getting blown out.
Yes, they were. They got blown out by the Cowboys, and they got blown out by the fucking 49ers.
Things happen. The Bills have flipped their season from being a very mediocre
It's
team.
the end of the season.
Okay, my point being, like, yeah, you want to peak at the right time, but I do think how injured are the Eagles?
Not that injured.
They're not that injured.
They have no excuse.
They could kind of coast. Let's call this their we're protecting our guys implicitly.
I can't lie to myself anymore.
Until the end of the season. They're going to be fine. They're going to make the playoffs.
Good thing is I'm a mercurial guy. If they win next week, I'll be back on top.
Yeah. What do you think they finish at?
I don't fucking know.
12-5?
No, probably. I mean, they should win the next 3 games, or they should have won this last game.
Is it
13 and
17
4.
games? That's
Yeah.
how many games you play?
13 and 4 is my prediction.
13-4 would be a phenomenal season.
Yeah, but we have.
I think they finish at 12-5, and nobody has ever been mad at a 12-5 season, right? What's your complaint about a 12-5 season?
that we lost to the biggest. That will have mean that we lost 4 of our last 6 games.
Again, I think, okay, call it a limp into the playoffs. Who gives a shit? Everything resets.
Dude, you know
in
what
the
happens
playoffs.
to fucking animals that limp? They get shot in the back of the fucking head. All right, that's the show, guys. Appreciate you, and we'll see you on Monday. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, Merry Christmas.